so far. Averages of 96, 100 and 102 in knocking out Ben Davies, Robert Thornton and Dave Chisnell respectively. Dan Dawson in the commentary box to see if he can take out the world #1, and Rod Harrington is alongside me.
Well, certainly if he keeps the performance up that he's been keeping up, he's going to
throw first. Game on.
The only fear is the real Van Gerwen going to turn up, so I don't think he has yet. But certainly this man, Chris Dobey, is a talent that's coming through.
140.
If he keeps this up, will have a bright future in the PDC and earn himself a nice few quid on the way. But the game before, yes, fair play to Joe Cullen. Really did play well and kept focused. That was the important thing for me. When he knew that Gary weren't really hitting anything, it's so easy to go off the ball yourself. He kept focused, he played his own game. But Dan, how many times have we seen Gary play like that? It's just a bad day at the office. He just shrugs it off, and tomorrow he'll rock up and beat everybody.
134.
Yeah, I wouldn't read too much into it if you're wondering what he's going to do on Thursday in the Premier League.
No, certainly not. No, it has no relevance on that at all.
Well, Michael Van Gerwen sneaks it into the treble 20. He's not down to a finish, so 6 starts from 183 for Chris Dobey to go into an early lead.
100.
Happy enough with that, I would think.
Yeah, it should give him a dart, at least at the bullseye. And these are the chances that Chris Dobey cannot pass up.
You require 83.
These are whether he beats a Michael Van Gerwen or he doesn't. Well, it's a double 12 now, so he's got away with that first dart.
59.
That's way on the outside.
102.
Well, to really punish him, and it might well happen, you know. Well, double 18 will do. No.
84.
Well, he missed the big number. He was going for the 10. I'm sure
he probably was. But the thing is, when you've got 10 and 6 next to each other, you've got a bit of leeway.
Well, it may have just thrown his concentration a little bit.
That's the kind of thing you expect from Michael Van Gerwen firing in his first 180 of the match. Now, Chris Dobey, this is his first ever appearance in a PDC ranking quarter-final. He'd made the last 16 a couple of times before today.
140.
But finds himself in the last 8, and you'd have to say it's the biggest game of his career.
140.
Well, it will also give him the level of where his game is at, playing the world #1, who's on absolutely unbelievable form at the moment.
60. Might you require 85.
Potentially 11 darter coming in, not to be. Could be a 12 darter though.
Well, he's just looking at Dobey's score to see where he's got to go for the bullseye, which he hasn't. So now double 18 again, and another dart that slips inside of it.
Might you require 18.
Double 9 then for Michael Van Gerwen, and a 13 darter will do. It's one apiece.
So let Chris to throw first. Game on.
Well, Dobey has not come up against Michael Van Gerwen in his relatively brief PDC career. That is his first maximum. He hit an incredible 7 of them against Dave Chisnell. And that's a 177 right back at him from the world #1. Doesn't look nervous, does he?
Not at all. He looks very calm and collected. Doesn't look scared,
96.
edgy at all. You'd think he was a seasoned professional.
$137.
Michael Smith's in the semi-finals, surpassing the achievements of his mentor Gary Anderson. Chris Dobey is another one of these young players that Gary is helping. Could he go one step further than the world champion? And that will help. 86 on the bullseye for a 12 darter. Not bad, Chris Dobey.
Well, Michael Van Gerwen's been king of the bullseye checkouts over the last 3 or 4 weeks. And Dobey's just said, well, follow me.
96.
And there's the averages, and well, superb averages from both players.
Well, it's 10 points higher for Michael van Gerwen, but it doesn't really matter as long as you're taking out the shots when they really matter, when they count. And we saw that from Peter Wright earlier tonight when James Richardson was throwing all sorts of stuff at him, and Peter Wright just went about his business, and when he needed to take a shot out, he did. And he got a lead, and he did not surrender it.
It was a cracking professional job from Peter Wright there, because James Richardson played absolutely brilliant. As is this young man.
139.
Giving himself a chance in this leg against the Van Gerwen throw. The 164 is not going, and Chris Dobey only needs one dart in the treble 20 for a dart at the bullseye. He hit it last leg.
129. Chris Dobey 130.
Can he take it out? Needs the treble. Gets the treble. Dobey, ball. For
Wow.
What are we seeing here?
Well, you asked the question, Dan, can he surpass what Joe Cullen has just done to Gary Anderson? And Chris Dobey is certainly taking the game to the world number one. And it's something for Michael van Gerwen to seriously think about now. I think we're going to see a very focused Mighty Mike from now on.
140.
The thing is, I kind of like it when Michael van Gerwen gets put under pressure like this, because it's usually when he produces his best stuff. I'm not sure Michael's too happy about the situation.
No, he certainly is. He's got to break Dobey twice now.
139.
The trouble is, over these shorter distances, the closer he gets to 4 or 5 legs, the harder it's going to be for Michael to get it back. If it was over first 1 to 10, then Michael would be thinking, no problem at all.
Chris Dobey has just rattled off back-to-back 12 darters with ball finishes. Now, we've always said this, you particularly, Rod, to be honest. Players, most players can go, I've hit back-to-back 12 darters, I do it every now and again. But it's backing it up with all those other legs that aren't 12 darters, making sure they're 15s. Now, Dobey's been doing that all weekend. 102 average last round, 100 average the round before. Oh, now that is a mistake from him.
Yes, the first mistake he's made as well. He would have had a dart at a double. However,
78. Michael 50.
Michael gets 2 to break one of the throws he needs to break, and break he does.
Michael van Gerwen.
Yeah, that was one chance there, Dan.
Michael to throw first. Game on.
And there you see, back-to-back 12 darters, but he had thrown 15 darts in that leg.
96.
He didn't give himself a dart at a double. And that's where, unfortunately, when you're playing the best player in the world right now, those legs will get punished.
Yeah, I mean, he hit the treble 20 with his second dart. Admittedly, if he hit the 18 with the first, it's not to say he'd hit the treble. However, he will be thinking that, thinking, I've just thrown a chance to have a dart, a double, and a 4-1 lead. However,
100.
there's no sweat running off his face. He's not panicking. He's just keeping his own game, and well, a very commendable performance so far.
Michael van Gerwen. Well, we said when his back's against the wall, he usually produces his best stuff.
140.
And he's on a potential 11 darter here.
Surely.
Well, this would be the shot of all shots for Chris Dobey. Oh, that's not too far away, is it?
137.
A little bit close for comfort for Michael van Gerwen. Looking to tidy this up, and we have a level game at 3 apiece if you can. Double 10. There it is, 14 darter. Michael van Gerwen makes it 3 apiece.
95.
Now Michael van Gerwen. That's his second 180. Is it a 177 and a 171?
100
to go along with them. Can he follow it up here? He might. Looks beautiful. Oh, what is going on?
125.
That was easier to hit that 180 than to miss it for Michael.
It is when you're Michael van
100.
Gerwen. He's hit 3 9-darters in the last 5 months. It looked like he was going to be on for another one there,
60.
potentially. Just the 60, though, so
chance.
Yeah.
A chance. Needs to find minimum one. Well, it is going to be a minimum of one. Oh, he's found the treble.
136.
And he's going to come back. Now, when he wanted 118,
96.
he missed the big number.
You require 110.
Mustn't do it this time. Oh, he's going to get a double 16. It is for 4-3 lead, just
94.
on the inside.
Michael, you require 40.
Oh, now then. Ah, he's the world number one. You can see what that means to Michael van Gerwen. Goes into the lead for the first time in this match.
Game on.
And maybe Chris Dobey's big chances have come and gone, and he's not jumped on all of them. Don't get me wrong, 2 12 darters, 2 ball finishes, been absolutely fantastic, but it's not enough when you're playing the world number one.
Yeah, I mean, he's made 2 minor mistakes.
96.
Whether you call them mistakes or what, but you know, on 118 he hit the 4 that stopped him having a chance at a double, and he's just had 1 dart at the double 16. And we say so often when you're playing, you know, the world number one and the Andersons, it's maybe all you're going to get is his 180.
Yeah, everything's got to go right for you if you're going to beat them, usually. You know, everybody has an off game and plays poorly. But even then, you know, their off game, you usually got to play pretty well to beat them.
But whatever happens, Dan, I mean, this young man, I mean,
82.
he's had an unbelievable, and he's played as if he's a senior professional.
Yeah, it's been superb.
He hasn't looked rattled, he hasn't looked edgy. He certainly hasn't started to sweat up at all.
143.
However, it's not all lost because he can take this out. Oh, he certainly can. Double 16! 2 ball finishes, and now a 1-4-3 for Chris Dobey, and that gets him the throwback. And all of a sudden we thought that Michael van Gerwen is turning the screw, and Dobey is right back in this game.
You know what? That is unreal. Absolutely unreal. Just when you think that maybe his race is run and his little opportunities that he's had, not been able to jump on. But there are 2 legs that he lost and he could have won. I mean, he could have won this already.
Now the pressure will start to turn and be on Michael van Gerwen,
136.
because he's got to break that throw of Chris Dobey.
We've seen it so many times when Michael van Gerwen, in winning multiple European tours, he won 5 last year, and so many times, and in many of his tournament wins, his average has gone up and up and up as the tournament has gone on, because when he's needed to perform under pressure, he's found his best stuff. Chris Dobey this weekend has gone 96, 100, 102, and he's currently averaging 105. That is the kind of, you know, set of displays consecutively that you would expect from a world number one in these tournaments. This is absolutely unreal from the 25-year-old from Bedlington, playing in his first PDC ranking quarter-final.
140. British require 87.
Another big chance for Dobey, the 87. Now it's the treble 20. Now it's the bullseye for the 3rd time in the match. And the bullseye, it is. 3 bullseye finishes, a 1-4-3, and he has got Michael van Gerwen on the rack.
Chris Dobey cannot miss the bullseye. What is going on at the Ballhouse Forum here in Munich? Last year, over 9 European Tour events, Michael van Gerwen won 5 of them. The only people to beat him were Michael Smith, Benito van der Pas, Kim Huybrechts and Mensur Suljovic, all established top-level players.
60.
Chris Dobey might be about to add his name to that list.
Yeah, that's a good visit from van Gerwen. Dobey will get the throw in the last
60.
leg, if it goes there.
96.
Well, he's hit a few 180s, and what he wouldn't give for one right here.
Well, he's not going to leave a finish, so Michael van Gerwen looking very good to make this 5-all. And he does do, and it is 5-all, and we are going all the way to a deciding leg. And Chris Dobey, well, he's hit 3 12-darters in this match. If he can find another one, the likelihood is he wins.
100.
Take that. Take that every day of the week. First 3 darts a ton. Forces Van Gerwen into a 180.
Oh, this man.
I had to say that, didn't I?
This man. He is unreal.
That is class. That is class.
He's the European champion for the last 2 years, and he retained his title by winning 4 legs consecutively against Gary Anderson to win 11-10 in the final in Belgium last year. He's not going to hit the 9-darter in a deciding leg, but I'll tell you what, he couldn't have started it much better. He has stolen the darts. Michael Van Gerwen will probably be first to a double for the match. Chris Dobey has forced him to play this well. That is another maximum. And look at Michael Van Gerwen's celebration. Look how hard he has had to work to give himself this opportunity.
100.
Incredible last leg here from Van Gerwen.
Oh my word. An 11-darter double-double finish. An average of around about 109 for Michael Van Gerwen. He trailed 3-1. And even then, he was forced to come from 5-4 down. Chris Dobey has put in an unreal display. 3 12-darters, 3 ball finishes, and he very, very nearly knocked out the reigning German darts master Michael Van Gerwen. Not to be, but what a weekend for the young man. We'll grab a few words with Michael Van Gerwen, and then the semi-finals will start. Van Gerwen will play Joe Cullen, but before that, it's the number 2 and 3 seeds, Michael Smith against Peter Wright. How about this young man, Chris Dobey? What a performance.
Congratulations. Is this the reason why you're the world #1? That in a deciding leg, you just go and you just destroy everyone else?
Yeah, he put me there. I had to play this well. He had a couple of fantastic finishes. Every time the bullseye, it was hurting me, but I'm really glad I could produce something like this on the end. And I think the crowd and everything was fantastic, and I hope I can produce this also in the next game in the semi-final.
Also sagt, musste in dem letzten Leg so gut spielen, weil Chris Dobey unglaublich, wie er gecheckt hat. Das Bullseye hat Michael ständig wehgetan, aber es war wirklich nötig, dass er das sein Bestes rausholt, und er ist auch nochmal sehr, sehr positiv sich über eure Atmosphäre hier geäußert, und er hofft, dass er diese gute Leistung mit ins Semifinale nehmen kann. 108 was your average. I said earlier, the walk-on, you're going to get any better each... Oh, you understood, of course, yeah? So what's going to be your average in the semi-final and then maybe in the final then? 130 something?
Oh, I try my best, but I can't promise anything. But the most important that I win my games, and in this game I had to play this well, because otherwise I would have lost this game. But I'm really glad to be still in the tournament. I'm still defending my title, I'm still in the tournament.
Also er kann natürlich nichts versprechen, wie es in den nächsten Runden weitergeht, nur dass er immer sein Bestes geben wird, und er ist wirklich sehr glücklich, noch beim Turnier hier dabei zu sein, noch die Möglichkeit zu haben, seinen Titel zu verteidigen. Was this translated correctly?
Yeah, that's right. Cheers.
Also er versteht jedes Wort, was er sagt. Sehr gut.
Sehr gut, ja.
Thank you very much, Michael Van Gerwen. See you later in the semi-finals. Also, diese 4 Viertelfinals, das war doch wirklich mal was. Das hat sich doch schon das Kommen gelohnt. Und das Gute ist, wir haben ja noch einiges vor uns. Es ist ja lang.